Coming up on post time for this 2-year-old race, now on the main track off the turf for race number 2. A final reminder of that. Violetto, the number 5 horse, good-looking filly by Street Sense as she tries dirt for the first time. She to me, looks like she may hold a fitness edge over this group. And I know that she's the favorite, but that's just the observation in watching these fillies come out for the post parade. So a lot to like about her as far as pedigree, the experience, and the fitness look that she has to her. The number 6 horse, Hard to Ignore, a hard spun filly. Here's another one that's bred to handle the main track. She's out of a Dabawi First Dam, one of the top turf sires in the world, and certainly top European stallions. But Hard to Ignore, like the way that this chestnut filly looks as she moves over to the main track here today, could spark something for her off of an even run at Ellis Park going 5.5 furlongs. The 11 horse, Abukir Bay for Jason Barkley. She has a big engine, and that's going to be useful over the main track here today. Big hind end on this daughter of Lord Nelson. Maybe she can jump a little bit better. That would be a positive for her here today. And then Extreme Gem, part of the Clocker report this morning on here today at Keeneland, daughter of Tappet, out of the stakes-winning First Dam Gomo. They purchased her for $625,000, and according to the workout report, has been working well. We'll see how she handles this debut here today for trainer Mac Robertson. Good luck in race 2.
Horses have reached the starting gate for Keeneland's second race, the Benson, at 5.5 furlongs on the main track. Start of the early pick 4. They are at the post. And they're off. Violetto quick into stride. Violetto goes right out for the lead. Bali del Sol is there in the opening strides as well. There goes Stormy Stella moving up toward the outside in third position. Girls House down toward the inside. And then Hard to Ignore, who moves up one spot into fourth on the outside as they head around the far turn. Back up front, Violetto is the leader, 3/4 of a length. Stormy Stella second, Bali del Sol, and now there goes Extreme Gem, moving fourth, now third. Further back, Hard to Ignore settles back into sixth. Girls House is in seventh. Awesome Hope is eighth around the far turn. DeVilly is in ninth. Madeline's Magic comes next, and a long way back to Abakir Bay, who is next to last, and While E Away trails. 22.97 seconds for the opening quarter. Stormy Stella to the lead. Violetto tries to fight back, but is second. And then Extreme Gem third. Bali del Sol is changing lanes toward the outside now. Starts to move up. Madeline's Magic is running late on the grandstand side, but fifth. Bali del Sol, Madeline's Magic, both coming forward in the final furlong. Bali del Sol to the lead. Madeline's Magic is running on towards second. Bali del Sol, Brian Hernandez Jr. aboard. Bali del Sol wins it from Madeline's Magic. Then Violetto was across the line in third, and Extreme Gem finished fourth.
17-1 for Bali del Sol, for homebred for Calumet Farm. And what an effort from this filly. Right here, she is back behind two horses. Brian Hernandez finds a gap. He makes that gap as well. There's some bumping down the stretch involving the unofficial winner, but she kicks it in and kicks on. Bali del Sol, a daughter of Bali, who was a multiple Grade 1 winner on turf. He produces a dirt winner here today with a first stout winner for Rusty Arnold and Calumet, and she went off at odds of 17-1.
Unofficial results of Keeneland's second race. Number 4, Bali del Sol was first. 12, Madeline's Magic second. 5, Violetto was third. And 7, Extreme Gem fourth. 4:12.57, the results unofficial. Results of Keeneland's second race official. 4:12.57, the official results. Into the winner's circle for race 2, the Benson, number 4, Bali del Sol, owned and bred in Kentucky by the Calumet farm of Brad Kelly. The trainer is Rusty Arnold, the jockey Brian Hernandez Jr. Bali del Sol, a 2-year-old filly by Bala Bali, out of Sun Disc by APND, 5.5 furlongs over the main track, listed good, 1 minute 5.94 seconds. In the winner's circle, the Benson Trophy presentation to the connections of Bali del Sol. We direct your attention to the winner's circle at this time. In conjunction with Heroes Day, presented by Rubicon, Keeneland recognizes Detective Steve Cobb, 20-year veteran of the Lexington Police Department. Detective Cobb solves crimes in his community while helping other first responders affected by natural disasters around the world. Detective Cobb founded Kentucky First Responders Missional Community, which has given him the opportunity to support and serve numerous first responders, not only in our community, but nationwide. Joining him from Keeneland, retired Sergeant Patrick McBride and City Barbecue Representative Kelsey Schottmiller. As a thank you for your service, our presenting sponsor of Heroes Day, City Barbecue, will be providing your family with free barbecue for a year. Keeneland's third race upcoming, double and pick 3 wagering featured here. The main track listed good, the turf listed good, the rail at 20 feet today on the turf course. Third race, scratch the 9, Kiss Away. Also scratch 13, 14, and 15. Again, scratch the 9, Kiss Away, and scratch 13, 14, and 15. Contrary to the program, number 3, Outcome is a gelding. Number 3, Outcome is a gelding. Looking ahead to the fourth race, number 6, Jill Babe, the jockey, 1 pound over. Number 6, Jill Babe, the jockey, 1 pound over. Fifth race, scratch the 5, Into the Sunrise. That's the fifth race, scratch the 5, Into the Sunrise. Turf listed good. Contrary to the program, the rail at 20 feet.
Field of 11 is preparing for race number 3, 18 minutes to post. These are 2-year-old maidens. They're in for a $30,000 claiming tag. And the one-horse Deal Me In, Bud, is my top play in here. 9-2 right now. Not a bad price on the Son of Practical Joke. Debuted at Ellis Park, was bet on debut for 50, but then dropped in for 30 and showed a marked improvement on the 24th of September. A less than ideal draw for this gelding, but nonetheless, I think his experience will come into play, and that recent good race from him will certainly come into play as well. Deal Me In, Bud. Practical Joke gelding is 9-2, my top selection. My second choice is Living Water. That is the current betting favorites at 8-5 on the tote board. Son of Divining Rod, a homebred for the Jacksons. Lale Stable is what they run under. A runner for Wesley Ward that debuts for a maiden tag. We've talked many times about this when he makes this move, debuting in a maiden claiming race, debuting a horse in a maiden claiming race. 34% success rate, a very high success rate, and he's got one of the top jockeys on this horse, or soon will. That is Joel Rosario riding here this afternoon at Keeneland Racecourse. And then finally, to the outside, I'll go to Tapped Off, the 11 horse at 13-1. Gerardo Corrales riding this 2-year-old gelding by Tapiture. His debut race was impressive. He was 21-1 that day at Churchill Downs, surprised some folks, and after that they got very aggressive, running him in the Grade 3 Bashford Manor. He's had a solid race since then. That was his sort of comeback race, if you will, for the fall on the 20th of September, and then has had one start this season, or this meet rather, at Keeneland Racecourse at the beginning of the meet. So the drop in class is a big thing, big plus for this gelding, and I think that will improve him. And I would not be surprised if he's able to pull off this upset at a big number, 13-1. 16 minutes before race number 3. Again, 2-year-olds. They'll be sprinting 6 furlongs and in for the maiden $30,000 tag.
One minute, third race on the all-weather. It's a minute away. The horses are at the gate. It's now post time. Half a dozen on the all-weather with the 2-1 favorite out wide on the course. Chrome Republic, Sing Run Fast Boy, now taking some late play. Chrome Republic to the outside. 1 and 6, the two favorites here. And they are set for a start. They're off. In the center, Daisy's Dock was well served at the break, but there goes Julius the Great on the stretch out. Julius the Great will cross and clear for Hector Barrios in the run to the first turn. Splitting horses, Crown of Honor out wide on the course, Chrome Republic, and Daisy's Dock is at the rail. Sig Run Fast Boys in the blue colors while racing second last. The early trailer is Macedonian. Around the first turn they go with Julius the Great on top a length and a quarter. Chrome Republic is there second toward the rail. Daisy's Dock is now third. Up on the outside, then Crown of Honor fourth ahead of Sig Run Fast Boy. The trailer is Macedonian. The quarter time was 25 and 2/5 as they run now to the final 5 furlongs. With the advantage, it's still Julius the Great. Challenged now by Chrome Republic, who's only a neck off the lead second. From the outside, that's Crown of Honor now third. Up the fourth goes Daisy's Dock. Sig Run Fast Boy is back to fifth, and still at the back, Macedonian. They make their way half a mile from the judges. The opening half mile in 51 and 2. Julius the Great. He's been in front from the outset, and he's still in front. He leads a half a length. Chrome Republic is second. Crown of Honor and Daisy's Dock are next. From last, Macedonian 3 wide and on the go. And Sig Run Fast Boy will have to do better than that. He's still in range, but he's last of all and starting to pick up things as they round the far turn. Julius the Great still in front. Chrome Republic still turning up the pressure. Now Sig Run Fast Boy starts to put his best foot forward. When he got put in the clear, he had an instant response. And here he comes now. Sig Run Fast Boy 3 wide after the embattled duo as they straighten for home. Up on the outside, it's Sig Run Fast Boy, who sat last, and now he's on to pounce. Chrome Republic is second, back to third, Julius the Great. Then it's Crown of Honor in deep stretch. Sig Run Fast Boy is clear, and he'll win it. Sig Run Fast Boy for Steve Dwoskin and Miguel Vasquez to win it by 2.5. Chrome Republic second, Crown of Honor third, then Julius the Great in 146 and 4.
The leader who is tapped off. Further back, Street Savoy comes away running into 6th position. And then Detest Hero is in 7th. Living Water is 8th down toward the inside. La Flecha 9th on the outside, and Swath is 10th between horses, a dozen lengths off the lead. Opening quarter went in 22.5 seconds. Tapped off against the rail. Leads it by a length and a half. Enforcer is there in 2nd on the outside, a half length. Deal Me and Bud is 3rd by 2. Street Savoy up the rail into 4th now as they turn for home. La Flecha switching lanes toward the outside in 5th. Detest Hero is in 6th. Living Water is 7th back toward the rail, 10 lengths off the lead. Tapped off is the leader. Deal Me and Bud tries to find an opening, starts to move up toward the inside. Enforcer 3rd. La Flecha is in 4th. Final furlong tapped off with Deal Me and Bud running by to the inside. Deal Me and Bud opening up 4 lengths to the good. Back to tapped off in 2nd. Enforcer in 3rd. Living Water trying to find an opening down toward the rail, 4th. Well behind Deal Me and Bud. Deal Me and Bud. Swath runs late to 2nd. Deal Me and Bud wins for Corey Lannery. Swath came running late on the outside for 2nd. Living Water came up the rail for 3rd.
Perfect ride by Corey Lannery on Deal Me in Bud. He just stayed down on the inside. He waited for the 11 to come off the turn and float off the turn a little bit with that momentum, with his speed, and he had all that room to work with, and he had plenty of finish with this son of Practical Joke. Another 2-year-old winner from the first crop of Practical Joke for Deal Me in Syndicate. A son of Practical Joke for Brendan Walsh, breaking his maiden here today. An open lengths at odds of 9-2.
Unofficial results of Keeneland's 3rd race. Number 1, Deal Me In Bud, finished 1st. Number 4, Swath was 2nd. Number 2, Living Water 3rd. Number 5, Enforcer was 4th. 1-4-2-5 unofficial. In the winner's circle for Keeneland's 3rd race, number 1, Deal Me In Bud, owned by the Deal Me In Syndicate of Arthur St. George, the trainer Brendan Walsh, the jockey Corey Lannery. Deal Me In Bud, a 2-year-old gelded son of Practical Joke out of Bama Bell by Giants Causeway, bred in Kentucky by Carhue Investments, Chelsea Bloodstock, and Paget Bloodstock. 6 furlongs over the main track, listed good, 1 minute 12.49 seconds. Third race, results official, 1-4-2-5. The official results, Keeneland's third race. We direct your attention to the winner's circle at this time. In conjunction with Heroes Day, presented by Rubicon, Keeneland recognizes firefighter Jason Hatter from the Lexington Fire Department. Firefighter Hatter invests in future generations of firefighters and has received numerous awards throughout his career, including the Lifesaver Award, Ladder Company of the Year, Chief's Accommodation, and most recently the Firefighter of the Year Award. Firefighter Hatter sincerely enjoys helping people and believes the fire service is a very rewarding career with endless opportunities. Joining him is Keeneland's Director of Security, Philip Gardner, and City Barbecue Representative Kelsey Schottmiller. As a thank you for your service, our presenting sponsor of Heroes Day, City Barbecue, will be providing your family with free barbecue for a year. Keeneland's fourth race upcoming, double and pick 3 wagering offered here, and the start of the pick 6, $41,000 carryover. Main track listed good, the turf also listed good. Contrary to the program, the rail at 20 feet on the turf course today. Fourth race, overweight, number 6, Jill Babe, the jockey, 1 pound over. 6, Jill Babe, the jockey, 1 pound over. Race number 5, scratch the 5, Into the Sunrise. Fifth race, scratch number 5, Into the Sunrise. Sixth event, scratch the 2, Suggestive Honor. That's in the sixth race, scratch the 2, Suggestive Honor, no superfecta on race 6. Jockey change for part of entry number 1, Final Cut, James Graham. Part of entry number 1, Final Cut, James Graham, the jockey. Featured seventh race, the Rude and Riddle Dowager Stakes. No scratches, no jockey changes in race 7. A reminder, the rail at 20 feet, the turf is good. Eighth race, no changes to report. Ninth and final race, scratch number 9, Boccia. Scratch 14, Mizzen Ash, 15, Freedom Bound, and 16, Lake Barkley. That's the ninth and final race. Scratch number 9, Boccia. Scratch 14, Mizzen Ash, 15, Freedom Bound, and 16, Lake Barkley. A reminder, number 13, Gladys, draws into the race.
Number 1, Miles D was first. Number 5, Adair second.
Solid figures there down at Gulfstream in June and July, where she ran nice races. They weren't winning efforts, but got beat 2.5 lengths and 3 3/4 lengths. That good win over a good course at Gulfstream Park on May 1st. My issue is we haven't seen her since August 11th. She's shown one work. That was September 30th. Maybe there's a work that got missed. You never know. But we'll have to see if she's ready to go the mile and 16th this afternoon. Good draw for Forest Boys. She'll get a nice trip from the outside. Currently 6-1 on the board.
A bit of a price play there, but another price user is the number 5 Bonus Baby, who you have in your exacta for Jeremiah Engelhardt. Victor Carrasco on board comes back down from Belmont, running at that claiming 40,000 level. Before that, the New York breds at Saratoga. Now, she was a little bit outmatched there. Nothing really went right there. Bad break, ends up covering a lot of ground, but showed a little bit more what she's made of, I believe, a bit further down the line.
Yeah, third off of a break today. A New York bred coming out of a 2 lifetime 40,000. She's going to get a little class relief here into this 25,000 2 lifetime. It was an improved effort in her last start, going a mile and 16th. That was second off a layoff. She comes back third off a layoff this afternoon. Hasn't worked since that last race. She's going to need to get away well and have some racing luck. She's not gone away well all the time, and she's run into some bad racing luck. Maybe Victor Carrasco give her a nice trip here this afternoon. 7-1, 9-1 on the 5 Bonus Baby.
Yeah, Bonus Baby looks very sharp in paddock on the muscle. A bit more of a sprinter look to her. The number 7 Perfume River, 6-1 on the board. Henry Walters Strange, Jevian Toledo aboard. I think she's finding a slightly lighter field than what she's had to navigate in her last 3. She did get worked up in that race 2 starts back, so kind of want to put a line through that. But got back to her usual running style on her last, and I'm assuming that if the pace develops, I think there'll be a couple that want to go forward. She can try and run them down late.
Well, for sure. Well, we got Brittany's horse on the outside who's probably going to be going forward anyway. But, yeah, look, Perfume River's been in really good form. And you take out that one race over the good course here at Laurel Park on September 11th, and you've got a filly who's been showing up in every start. And I think you're right. I think she gets a little bit of relief here coming out of the $35,000 optional starter down to this $25,000 optional starter. I don't know if it's a ton, but it could be enough. She's reliable. I think she'll show up today, and that's a nice price, 7-1 on Perfume River.
Yeah, that's a good price. And we do have a couple of price plays in here. One of them also the number 2 is 18-1. A downtown Katie for Carl Duran, Johan Rosado. Look, a new barn. Bit of a change of pattern in here. 3 starts ago, broke her maiden with a really nice closing effort at Delaware. Does have to kind of step it up to make that all work here.
I think she does have to step it up. You can throw out her last race going 7.5 furlongs at Delaware, where she was just wide all the way through that race. But the 3 previous races were okay. Broke her maiden for 16, came back in the 2 lifetime for 16, only got beat 2.5 lengths. Yes, she's going to have to step it up a little bit here this afternoon, but new barn, Johan Rosado, who won the nightcap last night on Millie Child,
he did indeed.
Is riding well. So we'll see how it all works out. 20-1 on the 2 downtown Katie.
Yeah, I use a Neil Drysdale runner, another barn change. This one, Amico Cow, number 1. We just see her walking out there. I use her to complete my selection. Do want to call a little bit of an audible because I did see my top selection getting quite washed out in the paddock here before Treasure Trail. So just kind of want to take a wait and see approach with her. About 2 minutes to post here for race number 4, Rainbow Pick 6, starting right now.
Fourth race, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, high 5, wagering, double, pick 3, pick 4. Start of the Rainbow Pick 6, 7,723 carryover in the Rainbow Pick 6. Forest Boys on the 9, Treasure Tales. Scratch 13 and 14, Neon City and La Limonada. Start of the Rainbow Pick 6, race 4. Making their way onto the turf course for the start of the Pick 6. Approaching the starting gate. They've reached the starting gate. Stepping in for the 4th, last call for this Rainbow Pick 6. We have a 4-1 favorite in here, an Empty Net. Empty Net moves in. Bonus, baby. Closer to the heart. A ring thing. And they're off. Downtown Katy with a good break. Amigo Chow on the inside will settle now. Here's Bonus Baby flashing up with early speed. An empty net there, 2 on the outside, and Glossamer coming to join to the inside. So into the turn, run 3 right across the course, and Glossamer down to the rail in narrow lead. Bonus Baby in between horses, an empty net there on the outside. They're going good pace early on this 3. Another 3-4 lengths back, and a ring thing gets over to the inside for the outside post, and Amico Chow follows that with Closer to the Heart. Another 4 lengths back. English Charmer, followed by Downtown and Katy, and Getting Lucky. Treasure Tales racing back of the pack with Perfume River, and Nicolar last a long way. Got to be about 22 lengths off the pace, but it's solid out there as Empty Net rolls right along from Glossamer and Bonus Baby in third. A ring thing on the outside beginning to move forward. A ring thing third, now almost second, and taking aim at the leader. Empty Net into the far turn. A ring thing rolling up on the outside, even terms with Empty Net. He's 2 into the turn. Here's Closer to the Heart, moving up from third position. Glossamer is next as they round that far turn. And now Downtown Katy moves into action too, along with Perfume River. The closers are coming, and Nicolar from dead last position circling on the far outside. Top of the stretch now. They make the turn in. A ring thing down to the inside. Closer to the Heart. Downtown Katy, center of the course, and Nicolar and Perfume River. 4 across the course, furlong and a half left to go. Nicolar with the momentum. Nicolar now striking the lead. Nicolar's up top. Leads it from Downtown Katy about a length. The outside Getting Lucky. Little late surge. Here's Nicolar. Nicolar from Getting Lucky. And then Treasure Tales in the photo. Perfume River photo 2 with Downtown Katy. Minute 42.97. 10-8 and 9-10 Nicolar. Jorge Ruiz back to back. Oh, 7-1. Second number 8 Getting Lucky. Third number 9 Treasure Tales.
Horses have reached the starting gate for Keeneland's fourth race, start of the pick six. They are at the post. They're off. Nick and Zoe, Sapphire Royalty. These two come to the front of the opening strides. Nick and Zoe against the rail has the early lead here by just a neck. Sapphire Royalty goes second by 3 lengths. Back to Delta Gamma Cats, who travels in third. Well Spent is there in between horses in fourth. She's Wonderful fifth up on the outside. Break of 3 more lengths back to Saint Station. Jill Bay moves by to her inside. Long way back. Escape Fun trails onto the far turn, running 15 lengths from the lead. 22.18 seconds the time for the opening quarter. Nick and Zoe against the rail, leads it by just a neck. Once again, Sapphire Royalty draws alongside. Well Spent is third, 2 lengths off the front pair. Delta Gamma Cats looks toward the inside. In fourth, a quarter mile to go. She's Wonderful is in fifth. Jill Babe is sixth, top of the stretch. Delta Gamma Cats tries to scoot through toward the inside. Well Spent, Sapphire Royalty to the outside, all bearing down on Nick and Zoe. Delta Gamma Cats up the rail. Sapphire Royalty from the outside. These two come forward. Nick and Zoe third. Well Spent fourth. Delta Gamma Cats short lead. Here comes Sapphire Royalty again from the outside. Delta Gamma Cats the leader in length. Delta Gamma Cats and Miguel Mena to win it 3/4 of a length. Sapphire Royalty was home second. Then Nick and Zoe third. Well Spent was fourth. Trainer Ethan West striking here in race number 4 at Keeneland Racecourse with Delta Gamma Cats. Plenty of room to work with down on the inside as the favorite Nick and Zoe came off the rail as she spun for home. And this is the good part of the track right now, it seems. Down on the inside, closest to the rail. And Delta Gamma Cats runs a very good race. A heck of a ride from Miguel Mena. And a strong effort also from the 3-horse Sapphire Royalty under Ray Luke Gutierrez. But 9-1 is what you get on Delta Gamma Cats to start the pick 6. Unofficial results of Keeneland's fourth race. Number 1, Delta Gamma Cats finished first. Number 3, Sapphire Royalty second. Number 2, Nick and Zoe third. Number 4, Well Spent was fourth. 1, 3, 2, 4, unofficial. In the winner's circle for Keeneland's fourth race, number 1, Delta Gamma Cats, owned by Jose Nunez, trained by Ethan West and jockey Miguel Mena. Delta Gamma 6 furlongs over the main track, listed good, 1 minute 11.26 seconds. Fourth race, results official, 1-3-2-4, the official results. Keeneland's fifth race upcoming. Double at pick 3 wagering started the late pick 5. Also started the Keeneland Turf pick 3, made up of races 5, 7, and 9. Turf listed good. Rail is at 20 feet contrary to the program. In the fifth race, a reminder, scratch 5 into the sunrise, 5 into the sunrise, scratched. Main track is also listed good. Looking ahead to the sixth race, scratch 2, suggestive honor. That's the sixth race, scratch 2, suggestive honor. No superfecta on the sixth. Jockey for the 1, Final Cut, James Graham. Part of entry, number 1, Final Cut, jockey James Graham.
Some class relief here, I think, for Rudy. Rudy's having a fantastic fall meet here, winning at 31%. Another winner yesterday. He's 20% when he takes one from a sprint to a route. Now, this horse must get away. He doesn't always get away the best, and we typically see these horses going a mile here at Laurel Park, whether it's an optical illusion or whatever. The inside horses just don't seem to get away as well. So a good break is going to be important, but I think this horse is trying to get better. His last race going 7/8 of a mile, yes, he was beaten 6 lengths, but it wasn't a bad race at all. He stretches back out to this route distance this afternoon, and if you look back on his form, you're going to see some nice races going a mile earlier this year in February, running this one-turn mile where he was running mid-70s, low 70 speed figures. He can run back to those, and I think this horse is on the improve. It's going to be good enough at 10-1.
I'd say a pretty decent price. I landed on the outside horse at number 8, Solomonic, for trainer Ferris Allen. Ferris looking for back-to-back wins. Just won race number 4, big price Nicola in there. Kevin Gomez remains on board. Plenty of time before the bend to navigate himself a nice little toe kind of position into that race. He continues to run on well late. I like this move, getting back from the turf event that he ran on. Still made up a decent amount of ground, but I don't think turf is really his game. Gets back on the main track.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Just draw a line through that race on October 1st on the grass, but the previous races, the 4 previous races, taking out the race to July 25th in that starter 25, have been really good efforts. 2 back, he only gets beat length and half while running second behind Good Luck Chuck, and then you'll see some other good races, Charlestown, Churchill Downs. This horse is in pretty good form, and his figures hold up here.
And on the far outside is the number 1A, Lucky Britches. Was part of a coupled entry for Jamie Ness, but 1 is a scratch, so is a uncoupled single entry here. The 1A, Jamie Rodriguez had a 2 months break. Slight looking for an easier group here. I do think that there's a couple in here looking for that class relief. I still think that he runs better when he's kind of close to the pace. He won on the lead in the past. I think we're going to see him being prominent early.
Well, he clearly needed a break. Jamie did the right thing. He ran back-to-back clunkers in July and August after being in really good form. And those races previous to that were nice races with good speed figures, second, a couple seconds, and a 16,000 optional allowance race there, starter allowance, and go back further. Last year at Parks, and this horse is capable of running a big race. That big 89 by her speed figure. Now, it's over a year ago, I get that, but he is capable. He comes in here off of this layoff. We haven't seen him since August 9th. He's only had 2 works since August 9th, and they were well spread out. September 14th, and then he didn't come back again and work until October 10th, and now it's been 14 days since that work. So certainly some questions here with Lucky Britches. He's not probably getting a ton of class relief here because the open 12.5s are pretty tough and it's pretty wide open. However, he is in for a tag where if someone wanted to buy him, they certainly could.
Yeah, on his foot on the inside is number 7, Bahama Channel. Kierme, first off the claim, was claimed for 8. Now straight away steps him up, gets a fast track again, gets Javian Toledo on board. I think this horse is going to try and move forward as well. I like the kind of confidence move here by Kierme. Look, we know he hasn't been as red hot as we sometimes see here at Laura Pong, but overall during 2021, he still holds a pretty decent 24% win clip.
Yeah, he's had a very, very good year. Cooled down a little bit right now, but this horse first off the claim, as you mentioned, I think the key is he's getting back to a fast racetrack. And Kieran kind of dropped back and punted a little bit with this horse, has given him some time, put 2 works into him, good 49 and change the other day, October 17th. And with that move, Kieran's about 29%. And with Javian Toledo, who doesn't ride a ton of horses for, they're hitting at 27%. So there's some good things going on here. He's a nice 5-1 on the board.
Yeah, and I do want to mention number 4, My Friend's Beer, is taking all the money, 9-5. First off the claim for Tony Hugh McMahon, now a gelding. I'm looking for a little bit of a turnaround with this 4-year-old because if you go back throughout his form, he showed a fair bit of potential. Whereas running at the higher optional claimer levels, was running in his stakes, in the Jennings Stakes right here at Laura, over the 1 turn mile that he's going to see again today. I think he's capable of getting back to some of his better form. Also, 3rd start after a slight break.
Well, yeah, I agree. I mean, he started off looking like he could be any kind of horse, and things overfaced a few times. Now he's in a good group. Surprised he's favorite, and that's short, but it's relief.
We'll see how they fare. Runners are on course for the post parade. Late Pick 5 starting right now.
Fifth race, start of the late pick 5. Scratch 1, Kid Doro, part of the entry, and 3, Galazzo. Less than 5 minutes. 1 mile, second wire finish. Three minutes. Pick 5, wagering late pick 5. Horses approaching the gate for the late pick 5. They've reached the starting gate. Silent Malice, My Friend's Beer. Swing West. Haynes Fever. Bahama Channel. Solomonic. Lucky Britches. And the rough. Good break there for Bahama Channel, who's going right to the front. Hustle up there is Haynes Fever, and the outside is Lucky Britches. My Friend's Beer right off the early speed, racing for the inside, and Swing West is next, and Solomonic and Silent Malice, the two in the back. In the meantime, Haynes Fever making the pace out there. Haynes Fever from Bahama Channel leads 3/4 of a length. My Friend's Beer close on the inside, 2 lengths off the lead in third, and Swing West alongside of that in fourth. Silent Malice is in fifth. Lucky Britches and Solomonic last. Has 8 to make up, heading for the far turn. Haynes Fever going for it with that speed from My Friend's Beer. Haynes Fever almost 2 lengths from My Friend's Beer. Bahama Channel on the outside. And the inside is Silent Malice, followed by Swing West, Lucky Britches, and Solomonic trailing into the far turn run. 3 1/2 furlongs left to go. Haynes Fever from My Friend's Beer. My Friend's Beer bidding up now with about 3 furlongs left to go. Then to the outside is Lucky Britches. Silent Malice is swinging off the inside as well. Silent Malice 3 deep is taken third. Lucky Britches is in fourth. And Solomonic tries to fire up a run from the back of the pack, has moved fifth, almost fourth now. It's a wide open affair. They've got the 3/16 marker now, and it is Silent Malice in front. Silent Malice in front from My Friend's Beer. Silent Malice, My Friend's Beer, and Solomonic. A 16th of a mile left to go. Silent Malice bounding away. Silent Malice from My Friend's Beer and Solomonic. Minute 36.59. Two, 4, 8 1, and 4 to 1. Silent Malice. Second 4, My Friend's Beer. Third 8, Solomonic. Lucky Bridges fourth. Silent Malice, Jockey Yomar Ortiz. Time of the mile, minute 36.59. Official by Swing West was fifth. Silent Malice, Jockey Omar Ortiz, owned by J.R. Sanchez Racing Stable, trained by Rodolfo Sanchez Salomon, bred in Kentucky by Millennium Farms, 4-year-old bay gelding by Palace. Malice out of Sunshine and Silence by Speightstown. $2 exacta, $35, $40 trifecta, $83.80. Dollar superfecta, $295.30. High five, $1,092.70. $2 double 10 and $288.20, and the pick 3, $60.90, pick 4, $379.70. Pick 5, $3,949.55. In the 6, scratch 4, Officer Country, 6, Maryland Pride, 12, Stringfella, 14, Prince of Caps, 15, Yowza Yowza Yowza, 16, Daddy's Cozy.